Alright, so I've been asked this question over and over and over and over again. And I'm pretty sure that other people have been asked this question over and over and over again. And this question is for the single people. And the question that we get, I say me 'cause I can't speak on behalf of everybody else, but I know people, I'm not the only one who gets asked this question. But the question that I'm always asked is, well, why are you still single? And I don't know why I'm still single. Like, I really don't know why I'm still single. Like, they always say, from the surface and just knowing me, oh, you're good looking, you're beautiful, you have a city job, you have your own car, you have your own apartment, you're funny, you just, I can get a whole list of compliments, right? Why are you still single? I need to know the answer too. Why am I still single? It's not that I don't want to be in a relationship, committed relationship. It's not that I don't, I don't want marriage and I want kids. I want all of that. I want marriage. I want kids. I want that house with the white picket fence. I want the dog in the backyard. I want the his and her car. I want all of that. I want all of that. But why am I still single? Hey. I'm sorry. That's my ADHD moment. But what I could say is that what I think could be it is that every person that I've dated, right? Since I've given my life to Christ, I see things differently, and you have to unequally yoked. If I could sum it all up, what I was gonna say is being unequally yoked, right? I'm now on this journey, right? I'm now walking on this journey of following Christ, right? I've given my life to Christ, and people I date, it's not that they don't believe in God, and it's not that they don't go to church. Some of them do. They may not go as often as I go. Now I go to church a lot. I'm active in the church. I'm there as much as I possibly can be, right? Which is anywhere from 2 to 4 days out the week. I'm at church. Now, everybody that I've dated, for the most part, they do believe in God. Now they may go to church occasionally, but I think that I'm dating people and they don't really understand exactly. They believe in God, but it's kind of hard to explain, but they don't understand my walk entirely. They're like, well, why are you in church all the time? And they believe in God, but there's levels to, I believe there's levels, and I'm not on the highest level. I'm nowhere near the highest level, but there are levels to, knowing God, getting to know God, and all of that. And you can say, yeah, I'm a Christian, but like, I really go to church and I really, try to pursue Him. And I think everybody that I've dated, they just aren't there. And I think that's why my relationships, and it's not relationships because it's like, I haven't been in a long-term committed relationship in God knows how long. It's been years. Now, granted, I've dated in between and I've gone through that whole little talking stage that people go through, but I have not been in a long-term committed relationship. And I think that's the reason why. It's because I'm looking, not that I'm looking, but every person that I do talk to is not in the church. They're like outside. And then I'm like, I have this way of thinking, and I have these standards, and I have these morals and values that I'm sticking to, and they don't understand what I'm saying. They're like, to them it's foreign. It's like, they're like, yeah, I believe in God too, but I still want to have my cake and eat it too. Boss. But, and I'm just like, no, I need you to think a little bit differently. I need you to do things a little bit differently, and they just don't get it. So I probably mumbled that this whole entire video, but the moral of it is being unequally yoked. That's it. But it's hard to find somebody in the church that it's hard. It's hard. I don't know how to explain it because I may come up a little bit shallow. So I'm not gonna go there. But it's hard to find somebody in the church, right? It's hard that you are compatible with, especially for me, because I'm like, I got this little, I'm like, I call myself, what's it? Oh, dope Christian. I'm not just dope, swaggy Christian. Like, I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm not with all that stuff out there, like the hit it, quit it, and giving up my goodies and all of that. No, we're not gonna do that, boo boo. We're not gonna do that. But the answer is unequally yoked. Like, this is the answer. That's the answer. But then it's just like, if nothing's coming my way in the church, then I'm not just gonna sit here and just, like, oh, I'm not gonna date. Oh, you don't go to church? Oh, nope, I can't date you. Because you don't know what can happen to a person. You don't know if that person can change and then end up going to church. So I don't ever count nobody out. I don't want to count nobody out because I didn't want to be counted out. Look where I'm at now. A few years ago, I wasn't in a church, but look at me now. But God. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to count nobody out because they don't go to church right now, or they don't really pursue and follow God right now. Granted, you definitely have to believe in God. There is no shaking that. There are no exceptions to the rules. You must believe in God. But if you don't go to church and every Sunday and you're not in the ministry and that's something that can always be worked on, and God can definitely work through you on that. But why am I still single? Why are you still single? What's the answer? Can somebody answer me this? If the answer is not unequally yoked, I need answers. This needs to be a conversation that needs to be brought up amongst us single Christians, because this is something that I don't know how to answer. I don't know how to answer the question. I think that's the answer. So I would love if people can actually put their input, add their input, that it says put their input, add their input into this topic. Let's get it going.